Od Shampa Zohar. Further in the Zohar, Man Teva da Aron Habris. Who is the Teva? This. Or what is the Teva? This is the Ark of the Covenant. Ein Le'il B'Zohar Bereishis, Daf Lamed Gimel, Sof Amud Beis, Al Pasuk Hini Aron Habris. Look what's brought earlier in Zohar concerning, here is the Ark of the Covenant. Yesh Lefarish Aron Hu Torah Sheba'al Peh. You can say that this Ark, Aron, is the oral Torah, She Kli LeTorah Shebichsav, that is a vessel for the written Torah. Vayim Bezorah Sof Parshas Vayechi, Tav Reish Nun Aleph Amud Aleph Al Pasuk Vayisem Ba'aron. And look what's brought in Zohar Vayechi at the very end of a Sefer Bereishis, how Yosef was placed in an Aron. That's Yisod in the Aron. Again, the concept of Torah Shebichsav being a vessel for Torah Sheba'al Peh, V'tanin and Trein Yudin Amay Chulu. And we learned, why does Vayisem have two Yuds? And further, Ein Sham, look over there, but Parshas Vayakel, Daf Reish Yud Daled Al Pasuk Vayaz, B'tzalel es ha'aron, and look what's brought about B'tzalel making the Aron. V'sham Amud Beis, Vayin B'pardi Serech Aron, B'more Oreos Aleph, Sif Kuf Kaf Aleph, Vayin B'medrash Rabba, Parsha Vayakel, Parsha Nun Al Pasuk Vayaz, B'tzalel es ha'aron. And look in Medrash Vayakel about B'tzalel making the Aron, it says Mefarish Aron Melashon Or. It's from the language of light. Hainu Shu Kli L'Bechinas V'Torah Or. That it's a vessel for the concept of the Torah is light. Vayim B'Likutei Torah Sof Parshas Naso B'Dibur HaMaschil Nasos Rosh B'nei Gershon Drusha Sheni Perek Hey Minyan HaAron. And look what it's brought about those that carried the Aron and so forth, with them and the difference between Kahas and B'nei Gershon. Concerning the Aron, B'inyan Tzadik Tamim V'Targum Zakai Shleim, concerning the concept of a complete tzaddik, and the translation is a complete meritorious one. Yishlahak di mashikosu b'makom achar al pi mashikosu b'sefer shel beinanim b'tchilaso. We can preface what's brought in the Tanya in the beginning, the book of the Beinanim, Binyan Tzadik V'Tovlo, concerning the idea of a tzaddik that has good. Sham Amru Razal Tzadik Gamor, that our sages said that he's a tzaddik Gamor. So we see here the translation of Zakai Shleim is an adjective that describes the tzaddik, the zakai, that he's a complete tzaddik. That's what tzaddik tamim is. Ve'yishlomer al pi mashakos bepardi serech berech halel. We can say, according to what's brought in Pardes, about the word halel, halel gamor v'she'enu gamor, that you have a complete halel and an incomplete halel. She'perish ki gamor hu b'sod bina. There's those that explain that complete halel is in the level of Bina, Malchus, and the one that's not complete is on the level of Malchus. And what's right is Gamor levana b'milua, Sheinu Gamor b'sod pirtzas halevana. That a complete Hallel is the moon, and it's a full moon, and the one that's not complete is the broken moon. And Ad Kalashon, this end quote from the Pardes. So perhaps it has to do with the Elias and Yeridas HaMalchus. Okay, Zem Vorba Meori Oros Hey Sif Yudalad Vayin Mashakaz Mizeblu Kudei Torah Sof Dibora Maschil Sheshis Yamim Tochel Matzos Drush Rishon Sof Perek Vav Imkein Kamokin al derech zeh yishlomer beperish tzadik gamor v'sheinu gamor v'tzadik sheinu gamor. So too, we can say similarly concerning the complete tzadik and the incomplete tzadik. The tzadik shu yisod, the tzadik which corresponds with the yisod geshemir or gadol me'abba ve'ima, when it has a great light shining into it from the mother and the father. Mamshich gam megimel rishonos, and it also draws down from the three first levels. Zehu tzadik gamor, that's a complete tzadik. Lefamim nikra dal, nikres dal, and there's times when Yesod is called the poor one. Kimoshikasu b'ray mem rish Parshas Tisa pasuk vadal lo yamid, that's tzaddik. Like it's brought Rai Memna about the Machazis Shekel in Parshas Tisa that it says the poor person should not lessen that the poor person is the tzaddik. Ukmo b'Yosef ksiv Eleh Toldos Yaakov Yosef, and like it says about Yosef that these are the offspring of Yaakov, and that is Yosef is the. So perhaps because Yaakov is not Israel, or perhaps because Yosef was sold to the Umos and he had a certain concept of poverty. I don't know. Yosef Yosem, and maybe here it is that there are times when Yosef is called the Yosem. He's the orphan, which is a dal. Like it says in the Siddur about how the orphan and the widow is strengthened. Because this that it says that Yosef was beautiful of to look at and beautiful of vision. That's the same letters. The first letters are Yosem. That he was a orphan from his mother. That is, then the time of exile of Egypt did not shine into him from the concept of the supernal mother, so that caused him to be a Yosem. And then we could say that in that context he's called the incomplete tzaddik. Or Aleph Sif Dalet al Pasuk Tzaddik Avad. Look what's brought in Or about the tzaddik being lost, a certain lack of hashpa of Yisod. Vayin Bezor Chelik Beis Truma Kuf Samech Vav Suf Amud Beis Binyan V'Nar Yechid Al V'Yavesh. Look what's brought in Zohar Truma about the river that becomes dry and desolate, and again a concept of no flow to Yisod or from Yisod. V'zeu inyan the tzaddik gomer nikra tzaddik v'tovlo, and that's why a complete tzaddik is called tzaddik, and it's good for him that he has the hashpah from above. This medrash Shabbos shivchur shel Shabbos hu tov. And it's part of medrash Rabbah that the praise of Shabbos is good. Like it says in the Mizmor of the song for the day of Shabbos, that it's good to praise Hashem. So the word Tov describes the praise of Shabbos. So I guess v'tzadik v'tov lo. Parshas Pekudei Taf Reish Chaf Pirish Dinyan Tov Zeh al derech mashikasav v'za'or ki Tov. And Tov is the concept of Yisod, and it says that this is the concept of, similar to what it says, the light that it is good, Ki Tov lignos, that it's good to hide. That is the light that was created on the first day, that was hidden for the tzaddikim, tzaddik v'tzedek. And then you have this concept of tzaddik and tzedek, of righteous and righteousness. V'upnimis Yisod Abba Shemeir B'Shabbos B'Yisod Hazah Hanikra Tzaddik, and this is the inner light of the Yisod of the Father, which shines on Shabbos in the Yisod of Zeranpin, which is called Tzaddik. So you have this light that's hidden for Tzaddikim. The Tzaddikim are Tzaddik and Tzedek, are Yisod Abba and Yisod Zah, and this light on Shabbos is hidden in them. In a concept of remembrance of the works of creation, that just like in the first day you had this light, so too on Shabbos we have a remembrance of this light. In the tzaddikim and the Yisodos, if so, this is the idea of tzaddik and it's good for him. Ohr Hatorah, meaning that he has this light from above in Yesod, so that's a tzaddik gomer. Ohr Hatorah, when it shines into him, the hidden light that's coming from the inner Yesod of Abba. And this is like the concept that a tzaddik, like a palm tree, will flower or grow. Like a cedar of Lebanon, he will greaten. The Lebanon who lamed business sivos chachma. That Lebanon refers to Lebanon is the 32 paths of wisdom. V'nun sharei bina, and the nun part of Lebanon refers to the 50 gates of bina. So you have 32 of chachma and 50 of bina in Lebanon. That the tzaddik will greaten like them or from them. That is the hashpah of Abba v'Imah Yesod that he mentioned before. Tzaddik tamim, and this is what it says by Noach, that he was a complete tzaddik, that tzaddik gomer. That is the concept of the complete tzaddik. That tamim here doesn't just mean pure, or it means complete. And that's the concept of a tzaddik, that it has good. Ki Noach hu b'chinas Shabbos, because Noach, like we brought in the beginning of the Mamer, is the concept of Shabbos, Neichal Elyonim, and so forth. Sheshivchu hu tov kanal, that its praise is good. That we say tov lodos l'Hashem, that you have this hashpah from above into Yesod of Abba and Yesod of Malchus, and so forth. Yesod of Zah. Genau, v'chein b'medrash Rabbah, Parsha Bereishis, Parsha Kavav, Perush HaPasuk, Shesulim b'beis Hashem al Noach. So too in Medrash Rabbah, Bereishis, it explains the pasuk planted in the house of Hashem, referring to Noach. And that's a continuation of what it says before, that the tzaddik will sprout like the palm tree, and will greaten like the cedar of Lebanon, which we just explained refers to this idea of Chachma Bina, giving hashpah to Malchus. So there's also a concept of planted in the house of Hashem being Noach that gets that. And look what else is brought about this idea of complete. In Tamim, on the verse, you should be complete with Havaya Elokecha. So perhaps Havaya Elokecha, like in Shema, refers to Chachma Bina, and the Tamim Tiyah is the Yesod.